15th of January, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay. Bava Kama. And let's see. Where did we get to?
All right, turn it off again.
Ooh.
104, 104A1 on here in the art scroll.
Oh, yes, I see. Okay. Yeah, I was looking for where did we get to? It just says Yom Chamishi. And I said, oh yeah, right. That's all we learned. We learned Gemora up till Yom Chamishi. Okay, that's good. It's marked off. So we are right now up to it's a new section actually. Lo yitain lo livno v'lo l'shluchoi. This is these words are taken from the Mishnah. You want to know where it is? This is the it's the caption.
Yeah,
Look at this. It says Dad entered the waiting room. Who's Dad?
In the art scroll, you're in the 104A1 on the right column, the new part.
Very good. Thank you, Phil. Okay, so now, so we learned in the Mishnah. That Gozlo es Chavero, Sheva Pruta, Benishbalo, that he swears to his friend on an item worth at least a Sheva Pruta, and he guzzled it and he swore about it. And we said, Yolichenu Acharov Afilu Madai. In order to get himself out of this this that he stole and swore falsely, he's got to give it back, even if it means going to Madai to get it back to this nigzal, the one that was stolen from. And after that it says, Lo yitain lo livno lo l'shlucho. Remember that? He's not going to be able to give it to his son and fulfill the obligation like that, or give it even to the agent of the nigzal, the one that he stole it from, until the stolen item gets into the hand of the nigzal. He has not fulfilled his obligation in doing tshuva to return the stolen article that he swore falsely on. Okay. So now we're up to Itmar. And we call upon Roy to start the reading.
Itmar, it was stated, Shaliach Sha'asar Ba'adin, concerning an agent that one appointed in the presence of witnesses, Ba'adim, Rav Chisda Omer, Havar Shaliach. Rav Chisda says he is a legally empowered agent. Is appointed with witnesses. He's legally empowered. Rav Omer Amar, but Rabba says Lo Ahave Shaliach. He is not a legally empowered agent.
Okay. So we have a machlokes between Rav Chizda. Oh, Rav Chizda Amar Have Shliach. Okay, again, what happened over here exactly? This is it's a little bit confusing to me. Itmar shliach she'aso b'fnei be'edim. He made the shliach in the presence of witnesses. Need a shliach to do whatever. Maybe Rashi will tell us what's the shlichus over here. Rav Chizda Amar Have Shliach. Chizda says this is a shliach. He has the status of a shliach.
Legally.
Okay, very nice. Oh, I see what the problem was. I didn't turn to the right page. Rava says, Lo Have Shliach. So we have a machlokes over here whether the person is a shliach or not. Let's take a look. Do we have any Rashi over here at this point?
Yeah, you have at least two Rashis.
Shliach she'asu be'edim. Okay.
Shliach that was made with witnesses.
Yeah.
Ruvain sheyesh lo ma'od biyad Shimon. Ruvain who has some money that's like in Reuven's hand, in Shimon's hands. Mina shliach be'edim, and he appoints a shliach with witnesses, with kabbalam, to collect it, to get it. Himana from him, the neatness nitana lo, and he gives it to him.
Okay, so Rashi's fleshing out what the scenario is over here. We have Reuben and Shimon. Reuben has money that belongs to him in the hand of Shimon. Shimon is holding money that belongs to Reuben. Okay, mina shliach be'edim. So he appoints a witnesses. He appoints a shliach in front of witnesses, lekablam, to go and receive these monies, himenu, from him, v'nosnim lo, and to give it to him. Okay, so that's the shlichus. Go and get the money from Shimon and come and give it back to me. Okay. And so now we have the next Rashi, Have Shliach.
Have shliach. So according to Rav Chizda, it is a good shlichus. The im ne'anasu b'derech. If he was that really is that not anus? Is that he's raped on the road, or an onus happened? Either an onus, something happened on the way.
Right, Nensu. Right, this
An onus occurred on the way.
Language of onus, but you're right. It doesn't mean that he was raped along the way. It means that he was. He was raped of the money that he was holding for Reuben to give it back to him.
So he was an onus occurred on the way. He's pater. Baal Habayit, the Baal Habayit is pater. Of giving it to him.
Who gave it to him? In other words, that's the words that Rashi said over in the previous Rashi. Mina shliach be'edim. He appointed a guy with in front of witnesses, lekablam, to take the monies from Shimon, himenu, v'nosdim lo, and they. I think what that means is, it's not really clear to me what Rashi was saying over there. Is he, the shliach, going to give it back to Reuven? That's what Rashi's saying, or is Rashi saying that Shimon is giving these monies to the shliach, menosdemo, and he gave it to him. Then Rashi says, the next part of the story is havi shliach. This person has the legal status of a shliach. What does that mean? He's got the legal status of a shliach. Says Rashi, it means that imnensu baderech, if this shliach is accosted along the way and the money is taken from him through no fault of his own, nensu, meaning from circumstances that was beyond his control to resist, not his fault. So he's not at fault. Pater balabayis. This will exempt the balabayis. Shenosnum lo. Who gave the monies to him. Now, who's the balabais over here that Rashi is referring to? Don't know why he's calling him balabais, but it seems to me that Rashi is referring to Shimon. In other words, the next step in the scenario is that when the shliach of Ruvain goes to Shimon and says, "I'm the shliach of Ruvain," he's instructed me to take to receive the money that belongs to him that you have in your possession. And Shimon says, "Oh, okay, so here I'll give you the money that belongs to him." So now Shimon gives the money to the shliach of Reuben. So now this shliach is on the road, and he gets attacked, and they take the money from him, and so now the question is, what happens? Is it regarded as though now can Reuben now ask Shimon to give him more money? No, he can't ask him to do that, because this is his shliach that he appointed to accept the money. And the minute that Shimon puts the money into the hand of the shliach of Reuven, that is regarded in halacha, since this shliach is a valid halachically appointed shliach of Reuven, that's regarded as though what? It's been put into the hand of Reuven. So therefore, if this shliach is going to be attacked and the money taken away from him, it's as though Reuven already received the money and he's on the road over there, and somebody attacks him and takes the money from him. So of course, in that case, the balabayis is pater. Who's the balabayis? Shimon. He's the one that's pater. Why are we calling him a balabais? Tell you the truth, I got no idea why Rashi used this lashon. I'm sure he has a very good reason. I'm not aware of it. If it were up to me, I would have said Shimon is pater, because that's you just got through telling me about Reuven and Shimon. I don't know why he's using balabais over here. Maybe. Okay, so that's the halachic nafkamina of what Rav Chisda means when he says that this shliach is a shliach. And to him we apply the principle of shlucho shel adam kamoso. Whatever a shliach does, that act is imputed to the one that sent him to do it. And he was duly appointed to accept the money from Shimon. So it's regarded as though Reuben has already got the money in his hand. Shimon giving the money to the shliach is like Shimon giving the money to Reuven. And so now that something happened and the money is not forthcoming, that's going to be the Reuben is going to have to bear the responsibility on that one. Okay, that's according to Rav Chisda. But Rava says no. Rava says lo havi shliach. Oh, we got a Rashi over here. Next Rashi,
Yeah.
putter.
I don't think they said the word putter, did we? We didn't say the word putter
Say
yet.
the word
That
putter.
comes later. It comes later.
It was
Very
still just
good.
the concept of making a
Okay,
shliach.
very good. Okay, so Rava says lo havi shliach, and Rashi doesn't tell us what that means, but I guess we could figure it out without Rashi. We could say that no, what are we going to say? it's a we'll leave that on the side for a moment. What are we going to say? Okay. Okay, now let's go to Rav Chisda. Back to Rav Chisda. Rav Chisda Amar, Havi Shliach. So now, presumably, he's going to we're going to explain what's the point of dispute over here between Rav Chisda, who says that this person is a shliach, and Rava, who says that he's not. So we go to Lou to continue the reading.
Where are we?
Page.
104 A2 near the top left hand. The Gemara explains.
Rav Chisda Amar Have Shaliach. Rav Chisda says that he is a legal shliach agent. Lahachi tarach v'okme de be'edim de leku berushusei. So for this, he bothered to appoint him in the presence of witnesses, so that the money should stand in the possession of the creditor. That's what you just said. Lo have shaliach. Sorry, Rabba Amar lo have shaliach. Rabba says he's not an agent. Hachi kamar. This is to say, inish mehem na who he's not trustworthy. He
Is or is not?
He is. I'm sorry. He is a trustworthy. He is a trustworthy person. I samchas samoch. And if you wish to rely on him, you may rely on him. I be'is le shadu ve bidei shadar bidei. If you wish to send money with him, send it with him. In other words, there's no guarantee here. In the first case, there's a guarantee. In this case, there's no guarantee. When you give him the money, it's not like you gave it to the recipient.
Right. In other words, that's what Rava says when he says lo havi shliach. What does it mean, lo havi shliach? He's not the shliach in the halachic sense in which we understand a shliach, right? When somebody says, he says, I'm when Reuben, if Reuben would say to Shimon, Shimon, I want you to go to Alabama and be Makadish Abigail of Alabama for me, of Birmingham, Alabama. So he goes over there and he finds where is Abigail, and he goes and he's Makadish her for the one that sent him. So his action is regarded as though the one that sent him to do the action has done it, and so the sender has been Mekadesh, the woman, and not the shliach. But over here, Rava is saying that no, this shliach does not have that halakhic status of a shliach. What is it? What is he? So why did he bother? Why did he bother to do all of this? Why did he bother to make him a shliach in front of witnesses and the whole deal over there? And he put himself out. And if he's not a shliach, so Rav explains very simply. I'm telling you, Shimon, that this person is a responsible person. He is you could trust this person, and therefore, if you don't want to do it yourself or find somebody else to do it for you, then I'm recommending this shliach as a trustworthy and capable individual to carry the money and get it to me. But if something happens, then in other words, it's not regarded as though the minute that you put it into his hand, it's not halachically regarded that I got it yet. That's the difference. So if something happens to my shliach, an onus happens to him, says Rashi, right? It's something that he was not negligent in regard to. He didn't exercise if he was negligent, so then he's going to be responsible. But Rashi says very clearly, nensu, something happened to him that it was beyond his control to guard the money from being taken from him, and he's not responsible, and therefore it's regarded as though Shimon has discharged his obligation to give the money to Reuven. But Rava says no, it's not regarded as that. It's not regarded as that. Shimon will be on the hook. Shimon will be on the hook because he did not get the money to Reuven. That's the difference between Rav Chisda and Rava. Okay. Now we go to Tanan. And we call upon Dad to continue the reading. Are you there, Dad?
Who's Dad? Is that me?
That's what the screen says.
That got changed. All right, hold on. So what page are you on now?
104A2.
Me too. Okay.
The left-hand column, the third paragraph, the Gemora challenges.
Okay, got it. The Gemara challenges Rav Chisda from a Mishnah. Tanan, we learned in the Mishnah, Hashuel es ha-porah, if one was borrowing a cow, V'shilchor, and the lender sent it to him, biyad bano, biyad abdo, biyad shalocho, with his son, with his slave, or with his agent, o biyad bano, biyad do, biyad shalucho shel shoel, or he sent it with his son, with the slave, or with the agent of the borrower, umesor, and it died before reaching the borrower himself, putter. The borrower is not liable to pay for it. Hi, shalucho, hechi do me. Now, what is this case of the borrower's agent that the Mishnah mentions in its latter clause, i.e., how was he appointed? Or seb a dim, If the borrower did not appoint him as in the presence of witnesses, minor yada a nor, how do we know that he is truly the borrower's agent? Rather, the Mishnah must refer to a case where the borrower appointed him in the presence of witnesses, because torn the poor Tor. Yet the Mishnah stated that when the lender gives the animal to his agent, the borrower is not liable for any mishap that occurs to it in transit. Thus we say that the agent is not considered a borrower's legal representative, even though he was appointed in the presence of witnesses. Keshua, L'Rav Chisda. This presents a difficulty to the opinion of Rav Chisda.
Okay, so the Gemara is asked a kasha on Rav Chisda from a Mishnah in Bava Metzia about a shoel, and a mashiel. The shoel is the borrower, and the mashiel is the lender. And the shoel here is here we're talking about the lender of the item, the para. The item in question is a para, a cow. So what happened over here? Shilcha biyad benoi. B'shilcha biyad beno. So the question is, who is the one who's sending it in the hand of his son or his servant or his shliach? Presumably the one that has that's what's confusing over here. Who's the one who's sending it? Who's the one that has it right now? Just to understand the case is they don't tell you who it was that sent it, but presumably this that it says putter would mean the shoel, because he's the one that doesn't own the animal. So he's the one that's putter. Let's take a look at Rashi. There's a Rashi over here, putter.
Let's see, putter. Okay. The low, comma, the reshut, that it didn't come, it wasn't established with the mission of the shoel, the chayev, to make it chayev, b'onsim, with he's not chayev for that borrower is not chayev for onsim, for unavoidable accidents. Ad she'omar lo, until he says to him, may pee from his mouth, l'sholcha, of his being sent to him, biyad beno, within the that he was in the hands of his son.
Okay, putter is definitely referring to the shoel, because he's the one that doesn't own the animal. My question was, who's sending the animal to whom over here? In other words, it seems to me there's two possibilities. There's the borrower is sending it back to the owner of the animal, the lender, after having used it, or the other possibility is that the lender is sending it to the borrower in order to use it. So the language of the Mishnah is very unclear on that matter. It just says, but anyway, that was my question on the Mishnah. But in any case, it says that the shoel is going to be putter when the animal doesn't get to the one that it was supposed to get to. And that the Gemara says the Kashan Reb Chisda. So this Rashi that Phil read over here, he's putter the shoel is going to be putter. The lokama b'rishus shoel. It never was established in the rishus of the shoel. In other words, that he has it in his that he's now officially received it and it's in his possession. Oh, now it says that Alan Marcus wants to get in. Alan changed his thing. Okay. Okay, Alan, we got you. So he's, why is he potter? Says Rashi, because it was never officially established into the possession of the shoel, of the borrower. Lis chayav ba'onsim. And of course, we know that the din of a shoel that has the object that he borrowed, and even an onus happens to it, even if it's not his fault, the shoel is on the hook. He's responsible for the loss. That's the rule of the shoel, because he's got all the benefit over here. He's borrowing the thing, doesn't have to pay for it, and therefore the liability is very high. He's going to be high even for onsim. But over here, the reason why the shoel is putter is because we say that it never got it. It never got into his rishus. Never got into his rishus, says Rashi. This chayv ba'onsim. Ad sheyomoloi. What would it take to get into the rishus of the shoel? Ad sheyomolo mipiv. Until the words come from his mouth, l'sholcha lo, to send this item, to send this para to him, biad beno, in the hand of his son. So it seems to me that what happened over here is that we're talking about the lender is sending the para to the shoel, but the shoel, but who is this guy? Whose eved is he? Whose servant is he? Whose son is he? Whose agent is he? It's the agent of the sender. So Rashi says that if the animal dies on the way, and so now there's no animal to give, so then that's not the problem of the shoel who's waiting to receive the animal, because it's not regarded as though he has ever received the animal. It has not been established in his dominion yet, says Rashi. Only if the shoel would have instructed the lender to say, I am sending my son to you to receive the animal and bring it back to me. In that case, he would be chayav, says Rashi. Okay. Fine. So now, so that's the din. So he's putter over here. Oh, so now, Lou, you want to read this next Rashi? Mina yodinan.
Okay. Where is it, Phil?
See where it is?
It's, on the right column where you got the things from the Bach.
Yeah.
Right at the end of it, it's that land after the right ends. It says Mana Yedin.
I
the
see,
whole,
thank you. Mana ye di onan, ye deinan. De shlucho hu de kare le masnisin shlucho. That his messengership is called in our Mishnah shlucho. I'm not sure exactly what that means.
how do you know that he really is an agent? A shliach is an agent. How do you know that his shlichus, his going for it, is really called in our Mishnah his agency?
How do we? Sounds like to me like what the Gemora is saying is this that we say in the Mishnah. We say in the Mishnah that little words in the Mishnah. The Mishnah says shilcha biyad beno, biyad avdo, biyad shlucho. He sends it, and now we've determined that the he is referring to the lender, rather, the lender that owns the animal. He's sending it in the hand of his agents. That's what the word shlucho means. It means his agent. So the Gemora is picking up on this word shlucho. Hi, shlucho. This shliach over here. Hey chidami. How are we talking about over here? If he did not appoint this guy in front of witnesses and say, you witnesses see that I am appointing this guy as my agent, how would we know that it's his shliach? The Mishnah says shlucho. So it seems to me that what Rashi is saying over here is that the language of the Mishnah that says he sent the cow with his agent, and the Gemara is asking his agent. Who said who? How do you know that it's? How does the Mishnah know that it's his agent? How are we supposed to know that it's his agent that the Mishnah is telling us? The only way we would know that it's his agent is it must be that people know that it's his agent. How do they know that it's his agent? Because he appointed this agent in front of witnesses. And so now once the witnesses are witnessing the fact that this is his agent, so they know that this is his agent, and they have a mouth to tell their friends and relatives and everybody that's sitting there in the mikveh that they go to Erev Shabbos that, so-and-so he appointed Ploni as his agent. So now everybody knows that that's his agent. That's how we know shlucho. That's how the Mishnah knows to say shlucho. It's his agent. So the Gemara is proving from the Mishnah, with the language of the Mishnah, that it says shlucho, that it's his agent. It must be that we're talking about a case where he appointed this agent in front of witnesses. So now we got the case that Rav Chisda was saying in that case that this guy is an agent because he appointed him in front of witnesses, and like that, the Mishnah is nevertheless saying that the borrower who didn't get it yet is patur. Okay. One thing I don't understand though. Obviously, why is this a kasha in Rav Chisda? Rav Chisda is talking about a case. The Gemara is saying this is a kasha in Rav Chisda, right? What Rav Chisda said that in that case with Reuven and Shimon, Reuven he appointed an agent. Reuven appointed an agent to go get money that belongs to him that's in the hand of Shimon. And so if Reuben went to go get the money, if Reuben's agent went to go get the money, so Rav Chisda says that's a valid agent. And so if he gives it into the hand of the agent, it's though he gave it into the hand of Reuben. So that's fine. But Reuben was the one that appointed him. Here, we're talking about what's the responsibility of the shoel, of the borrower. The borrower didn't appoint anybody. He didn't appoint anybody. It sounds to me that what happened over here was that the lender is sending the cow with his agent. So that's what Rashi says. It never got into the hand of the borrower, because the fact that he gives it into the hand of his agent to give it to the borrower, that's not regarded as though the borrower got it yet. Why is that a kasha on Rav Chisda? I don't understand. Something about this case we don't understand. Okay, and I see it's 12:30, so we will we'll carry our lack of understanding into the week, and we will nevertheless have a great week, everyone.
Louis, I'll see you later.
See you at 4.
Okay, good, thanks.
Okay,
Rabbi.
all the best, everybody.
Bye. Thank
Have a
you.
great
Okay.
day and
See you.
a great
Bye.
week to one and all.